Bananas are slightly radioactive due to their potassium content, which includes the radioactive isotope potassium-40 that's known to emit beta radiation and gamma rays. A lorry full of bananas can trigger radiation detectors. While potassium-40 is radioactive, it has a long half-life of 1.3 billion years, so the risk of eating a banana is extremely low. Eating bananas won't make you radioactive because you already have some natural radioactivity. An average adult has more potassium-40 than a banana, making them 280 times more radioactive. Eating one banana temporarily increases your potassium-40 levels by 0.4%, detectable with a sensitive Geiger counter. However, your body regulates potassium levels, and you'll excrete the excess within a few hours. To put it in perspective, consuming 1,000 bananas in one sitting would only marginally increase the risk of death. Over a lifetime, the cumulative exposure to radiation from bananas is negligible because our bodies naturally contain potassium, and there is a constant balance of potassium intake and excretion. So, while bananas are indeed radioactive, they do not pose a significant risk to health. In fact, the exposure to radioactivity from sleeping next to someone or their exhaled carbon dioxide is greater but still insignificant.
Scientists discovered a fungus in the Chernobyl exclusion zone that thrives in radioactivity and utilizes it as a source of energy. This fungus, known as radiotrophic fungi, has the ability to consume lethal radiation and grow. The fungi's adaptation to extreme conditions has intrigued researchers, who believe it could have potential applications in space exploration. The fungi contain high amounts of melanin, a pigment that allows them to resist radiation and convert it into energy. Recent studies have shown that melanized fungi could reduce radiation levels in space and aid in generating energy. These fungi have played a significant role in decomposing radioactive particles in the environment around Chernobyl. While complete bioremediation of radiation is not possible, fungi can help immobilize and transform it. The unique properties of these fungi offer promising possibilities for radiation mitigation and environmental restoration. Melanized fungi are being studied for their potential to reduce radiation levels in space and address environmental challenges on Earth. Studies by SpaceX and NASA have demonstrated that these fungi can reduce radiation levels by around 2%, offering the possibility of making space travel safer for astronauts by offsetting the annual dose equivalent of radiation on Mars. This has significant implications for long-duration space missions and the establishment of human colonies on other planets.
The world's largest experimental nuclear fusion reactor just became operational in Japan. The reactor, known as JT60SA, is viewed by some as the solution to future global energy needs. Unlike nuclear fission, which splits atomic nuclei, fusion combines two atomic nuclei, with the aim of generating more energy than is invested. Housed in a 6-story high structure in Naka, north of Tokyo, the reactor consists of a donut-shaped tokamak vessel containing superheated plasma at a scorching 200 million degrees Celsius. The project's ambitious goal is to achieve nuclear fusion's ultimate milestone, net energy production, and replicating a process occurring within the sun. A tokamak uses powerful magnetic fields to confine the plasma within its toroidal, donut-shaped chamber, preventing it from coming into contact with the walls and melting them. This technology provides the necessary conditions to initiate and sustain nuclear fusion reactions by forcing hydrogen nuclei to fuse and release energy, mimicking the process that powers the sun. Tokamaks hold great promise in the quest for clean and virtually limitless energy, making them a critical component in the development of sustainable future power sources. Fusion presents several advantages over fission, including the absence of catastrophic nuclear accidents like Fukushima in 2011 and the production of considerably less radioactive waste compared to current nuclear power plants. The new reactor is the result of cooperation between 500 scientists, engineers, and more than 70 companies across Europe and Japan.